It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score round 7. Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go! 6 yards! Check, right 54! Right 54! Bring it! Slay! Go, go! Check, 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 check! Check, check, check! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Wheel!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, what's the ball? Watch the eye. Check 13. Check.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line scrimmage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, and oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jordan Willis, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a give right side, Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Under 10, 10. Check 20. Leo. Check 49. Go.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down, Cleveland.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Chiefs 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Point it right. 10's the mic. Let's get it. Hey, alert. Alert, flare. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Hurry.
Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Get it, boy. Get it.
43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 24, check 24. Go.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson, and incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Back. 52.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift! King! Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 43. Hey!
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Run. Shoot. Hey, alert three. Hurry. 10's the mic. Come on, D. Mike. Run. Mike 10.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Strong right. Three down. Kill. Check.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Jackson now. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. Well, a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down.
Brings up 4th down.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, this is McCaffrey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. 50 flag. Right there. 54 Mike. Ready? Zero. You got time. Let's go. Get set. Ready. Check.
And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Tie it right. Hey. We got three. Three down.
From the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
I got you.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Look at the dance and the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set, hut. 70 ending. 54 Mike. All day.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Peace.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's Put that team on it. What?
Sponge. No.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Slam. Check.
Hey, alert 33. Bang. Hurry. Real.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Browns drive about to get started. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Watch the eye.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
13 yards on the play.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
54. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We're back now in KC. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You gonna see me? Pistol. Change the mic. Bravo. Mike 10.
10, Mike 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Zoo.
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Hurry, hurry.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On your team. I got you.
First down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 50 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
54, Mike, 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. From the gun, Jackson, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Mike 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
I've got Mike 10 on you guys. Mike 10.
Shut.
Mayfield on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started.
Mike 10. Mike 10.
C6.
I've got Mike 10 on you guys. Mike 10. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Real. Switch.
Let's go.
Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And he's going to go down again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack.
Hey, Delta.
Tim's a Mike. Tim,
Hurry.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Hey, that QB.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.